Family, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we'll be talking about some common injuries, some common parasites, and medication that I use to treat my aquariums, all my aquariums. Stay right there, all right? Check it out. Alright family, so the first injury that we'll be talking about is pop eye. Okay? Normally pop eye happens when a fish is actually fighting another fish and he get hit in the eye, or he's running away from a fish that's bullying him and he hits his eye against, something in the aquarium, and that injury or that eye becomes infected and then it becomes swollen, like it's protruding out of the fish's head. So family, what I normally do to treat this injury, family, I normally take out the fish and put him in a hospital tank, and I normally medicate that particular fish with ick-x. Okay? Now you have to keep the water really clean to try to save the eye. So ick-x is one of my number one medications that I go to. This actually is good for pop eye, cloud eye, or any open sores that the fish may have, or any wound that the fish may have. And family, for me, this product has saved a lot of fish. And it's also good for fin rot as well. So for any new fish keeper that's actually looking for a particular medication, I would definitely recommend API ick-x. It is actually good, family, and to me it solves all my issues, well, most of them, as far as fish getting injured. These are African cichlids. They tend to chase each other around a little bit, a little bit of nip fin. But anytime I come across an injury such as pop eye or cloud eye, I definitely quarantine that fish, put him in a different tank, as well as medicate with ick-x, and I think it is really, really good. All right, in my opinion. Next on the list, family, I want to talk about the most common parasite that probably any aquarium keeper actually faced one time or another. And if not, you're probably going to be dealing with it, hopefully not soon, but maybe in the future. Well, let's hope not. It is probably ick. And family, a lot of people treat ick a lot of different ways, but I tend to use ick-x. And for me, family, what I do when I have ick, normally I treat the entire tank, because ick is so contagious. Now, what is this? Ick is actually a parasite. Okay? And sometimes when you're at a fish store, you see new fish. That's why it's always good to quarantine. But in the event that you don't quarantine, you come in and you put your fish in your display tank, and that fish has ick, but just was not showing ick. Okay, so what you would do, family, is pretty much just raise the temperature in the tank. I would say to about maybe 87, 88, somewhere about there, 89, depending on the fish as well. And then you would actually medicate with ick-x. And as the dosage go on the bottle, please follow the directions. You would raise the heat because heat actually speeds up the life cycle of that parasite. So you want that parasite out of your tank as quickly as possible. And I would definitely advise graveling your vacuum. Sorry, vacuuming your gravel. I said that backwards. Yeah, definitely go ahead and vacuum your gravel, because once that parasite falls off the fish, you don't want that parasite to be in your gravel bed or your sand bed, or whatever substrate that you're using. So definitely go ahead and actually get that out of your tank as soon as possible. All right. Again, I use ick-x, and I think it's actually good. Now, there are other medications out there that I have tried and I pretty like, but to me, this actually works best for me. As well as there's a couple medications out there I believe General Cure. That actually is a good medication as well, However, you got to be careful because it will like change your water color. It will discolor your water. But you know, over time, with your water changes, you know, your water will gonna come back to normal. As well as you can use carbon as well, and that will actually help, you know, to take the medication out of your tank. All right, and then family, I would advise any fish keeper. Some people do, some people don't, and that's fine. But you know, I'm just giving you my 2 cents. All right, I would definitely advise every aquarium keeper, especially if you're keeping fresh water, to use aquarium salt. And what this does, family, it gives electrolytes back to your fish. And so what electrolytes does, of course, it rehydrates you. You know, when you're out jogging in the sun, you know, you drink Gatorade, right? It gives you back that salt and that electrolyte that you need. As well as, family, aquarium salt definitely actually improve the gill function of pretty much every every freshwater fish, because this is freshwater aquarium salt. And again, it is from API. So again, my advice is definitely go ahead and actually get some of these product, family, because they are really good. Not saying that you have to get it, it's just, I guess, a recommendation, as you would say. Definitely, I would recommend it. You know, give your fish back some electrolytes because they're in the water, they're swimming, they're chasing each other around, you know, and plus it actually helps them to breathe a lot better. So definitely go ahead and actually get you some aquarium salt for your freshwater tanks as well. Plus, when it actually attacks, or when your fish get icked, it tends to kind of get on their gill. And sometimes, you know, they get really hard to breathe. They may be in the corner gasping. And for those of you who don't know, for all the new fish keepers, ick is this white spot that's all over your fish. Sometimes it's actually like stringy. I've seen it where it's stringy, and some fish not necessarily a spot, but like more like a blob all over your fish. But it is definitely white, okay, and it will kill your fish. It will wipe out your entire aquarium. So please, family, you know, get the proper medication that you will actually need. All right. And I think those are actually the most common parasite and injury, you know, fin rot, pop eye, and cloud eye. You know, definitely I would recommend the API Melafix. I think it works great, and I've tried it before and it works great for me. All right. Please, if you know anyone need this video, definitely tell them about it, you know, share it to them. And I want to say, family, that I am not being paid by API or ick-x Health Aid. You know, I'm not paid, I'm not sponsored. I'm just think that these are really good medication to have in the hobby, just in case you come across any of these issues. Because, you know, you have fish, you're gonna have a tank boss, and everyone know who the tank boss is. Well, that main fish that bullies everybody around and sets the hierarchy in that aquarium. And we definitely don't want no injuries, but it will happen over a period of time when you're adding fish, you're taking out fish, you know, back and forth, that type of stuff. So again, family, remember ick-x as well as Melafix and your API freshwater salt, okay? And as always, man, definitely I want to thank all my returning viewers. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, man. Join the family, all right? Until next time, family, be blessed, man. Be safe. Happy holidays. And definitely show some love. Don't block your blessing. And as always, God bless and peace out.